Gabriel Jesus scored a magnificent independent objective as Stockpile moved forward their arrangements for the new mission with a noteworthy 4-1 success over Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. Jesus, revived following a physical issue hit Crusade keep-going term, jumped on a poor Leverkusen toss somewhere down in Stockpile an area in the main half prior to conveying the ball forward and dispatching a low completion from fresh to please the Emirates Arena swarm. The uncontrolled hosts were at that point 2 objectives up by then, with Oleksandr Zinchenko and Leandro Trossard having completed keenly from Kai Havertz passes over the course of about a moment right off the bat. Havertz climbed front after Jesus was subbed at half-time, and the German scored weapon store's 4th objective when Bukayo Saka scaled back, bobbed into his way off Leverkusen's Granit Xhaka, who got a wildly energetic applause on his rave visitation of North London. Leverkusen scored an encouragement objective through substitute Adam Hlozek, however it didn't host the spirits of the home fans, with Declan Rice given his most memorable trip of pre-season as a last-part substitute, as well as individual 2024 Euros finalist Saka. William Saliba was given the main half. Munition Stockpile fans were denied an opportunity to see new marking Riccardo Calafiori, who was not in the crew, but rather Mikel Arteta utilized the event to give more minutes to a portion of the youths who highlighted during the club's US visit, with Miles Lewis-Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri, Aiden Paradise and Josh Nichols showing up as substitutes. Stockpile adjust their pre-season crusade with a subsequent Emirates Cup game against Lyon on Sunday prior to initiating their Chief Association season at home to Wolves on Saturday, August 17th at 3 p.m. Jesus intriguing Arteta with various energy. There was an unmistakably pre-season feel to the climate inside the ground in the initial trades.
The Brazilian, driving the line as he has all through Munition's Stockpile's pre-season crusade, was an energizer bunny all through belonging, making runs, snapping into difficulties, and looking much more like the player weapons store repurchased from Manchester City in 2022. He seems to have profited from a continuous slow time of year after a line of injury difficulties throughout the span of the last mission influenced his exhibitions. However, Arteta was anxious to bring up thereafter that his improvements is down to his own application. The main inclination when I saw him toward the finish of the time was something else, expressed Arteta in his question and answer session. He seems to have profited from a continuous slow time of year after a line of injury difficulties throughout the last mission influenced his exhibitions. Yet, Arteta was anxious to bring up a short time later that his improvement is down to his own application. The primary inclination when I saw him toward the finish of the time was something else, expressed Arteta in his question and answer session. I could feel it. His energy was unique. His appearance, his development was changed. Also, he truly needed it. The test for him currently, as per Arteta, is to move his pre-season structure into the actual mission. Presently it's tied in with tracking down that consistency and doing it in any unique situation, against any adversary, any arrangement, consistently, like clockwork, for an hour and a half, for 30 minutes, for 70 minutes, anything that you can deliver in those conditions. Zinchenko sparkles without Calafiori, lumber. Arteta relieved any worries over Calafiori's non-attendance from the crew subsequently, demanding Stockpile only overseeing him. He adjusts to his new environmental factors and adding that the £42 million marking is probably going to have some impact in Sunday's down against Lyon. He additionally clarified that Jurian Wood was missing due for foot torment connected to his restoration from an upper leg tendon injury. He has had somewhat of a terrible foot the most recent couple of days, said Arteta. After he has been away a great deal, we would have rather not faced any challenges with him. Without any that pair, it was Zinchenko who begun at left back and the previous Manchester City protector, who was traded from the number 35 shirt to number 17, looked anxious to give a sign of his quality, having lost his position in the side last season. His initial objective was wonderfully taken as he cleared home Havertz's scowled back first time, following a smart faker by Trossard, and that triplet kept on joining really in the primary half, guaranteeing Stockpile conveyed an expanded danger to their left side flank, He realizes the quality that he has, and he knows the things he really wants to improve, Arteta said of Zinchenko a while later, prior to commending his application. He's another who is very at it. You can see his non-verbal communication, that there is something there. Moneri, Lewis Skelly procurer claim Arteta was likewise found out if he sees Armory adolescents Moneri and Lewis Skelly, both 17, playing first group jobs next season, on the off chance that they go on, as they are doing now. It will have no effect whether they come from the Institute or are endorsed from Argentina, Germany or Italy, he said. They are showing the quality they have, and particularly the character they need to play at this level. As he swept home Havertz's cut-back first time, following a clever dummy by Trossard, and that trio continued to combine effectively in the first half, ensuring Arsenal carried an increased threat on their left flank. He knows the quality that he has, and he knows the things he needs to improve, Arteta said of Zinchenko afterwards, before praising his application. He's another who is very at it. You can see his body language that there is something there.